And now the Ravens set to go on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a 1st down.
They run Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On 3rd down, that's Freeman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1 and the offense can't get there, the defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Here's Watson, forced out to his left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Come back.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Tiger. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep in the switch. And now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Leopard!
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is is incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Here's Watson to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Reset. Richmond.
Watson on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Richmond. Tiger.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Jarrell Casey able to drop him for a loss of 4. From the gun on 3rd, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They begin on the ground with Camaro, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gone.
Jackson now down around his goal line. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Target.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 50, it's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson being chased out left. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Zach Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. And he's got some space here. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. They find some open field here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now Watson throwing on 1st down, buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Watson now to throw on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the end zone, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's Brad Wing now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Returning, it's Benjamin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Zach Cunningham able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roll now. And he'll go down at the 28. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, it took a while to get anything on the scoreboard, but we finally have our first points of the contest.
So the question now becomes, can they make this one stand up? In the way that these defenses have played, those 3 points almost look like 30, don't they?
Yeah, those 3 points look like a miracle right now. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
To throw is Watson on 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Richmond.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Come back.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Freeman a 1st down and more. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devontae Freeman in the final minute. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Gun! All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit!
Back to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use it.
Now it's Jackson. And he will find T.O. on the left side complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Leopard now, Marty. Detroit.
Throwing now is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot put no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models and it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah. Shorty ought to been my me. Oh yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. Soon as I left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. Freeman with a fast feed. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he will have a touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 36 yards. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time.
Hey. Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like autumn. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a daddy, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope, deliver new, giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too culo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the offense gets set here for a 3rd down play. On 3rd and 1, Wilson completes it to Dixon. And he lost the football. It's going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, musty yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out. Safe to say the man got me on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One mic extensions, I don't look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Here's Freeman. Room here to run. And now running right through it. The Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate.